It's morning.
Yes, and what a lovely morning. Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Roast. And I am, of course, your host, Sugar Chris, bringing you some sweetness into your day. And with me today is a new fella, Mr. All right, Steve. How you say your last name?
Steve Urena, and thank you for
Urena,
having me
okay.
on. But I gotta give you a good intro, where it's like, "Welcome to the Morning Roast. This is Sugar Chris."
There we go. If you're wondering where Sim is, you should already know if you've been watching the show. He's probably out getting coffee or something, and he'll get here eventually. We also have our chat host, Mr. Soul Ion, who keeps everybody on the straight and narrow. He says, "Welcome to the roast where the week is almost over. Yeah, instead of getting trampled by the zombies outside, grab a drink and join us for some undead comedy." Good morning, Chris, Steve, and chat.
Good morning. That's a good way to start the day. I would say.
Let's see. They also put our link for our Morning Roast merch. Thank you, Soul. Thank you. And then he put hashtag blame Sim. That's right. We always blame Sim here. Oh my! So it's very good to meet you, Steve.
Good to meet you.
So why don't we start up by you telling us a little bit about maybe yourself, your history with comics, what you've done previously before your current campaign with Zombie Date Night, stuff like that.
Sure, absolutely. My name is Steve Urena. I am a 32-year-old comic book writer out of the Northeast. I'm usually in New Jersey or Connecticut. I go back and forth. I grew up in New Jersey, but moved to Connecticut for work. And, here I am. So this is my second Kickstarter campaign, Zombie Date Night. The first campaign I did was my first comic in October of last year. And my campaign was called Slowpokes. And it was a comic about fast killer sloths. So to go from fast killer sloths to zombies, it's been a great ride. It's been a week. We're fully funded, which is awesome. So I thank everybody for funding and talking about Zombie Date Night and wanting to interview me. So I really appreciate that. And it's just been a great ride. And for me, being the second comic, it's just very cool to see that people want to continue to see more. So if you want crazy ideas, I'm going to give you crazy ideas.
Yeah, I grew up on like your mainstreams. Oh, hold up. There's Sim. How's that coffee, Sim?
Not ready yet.
Oh no. I forced you in here before the coffee was done.
Yep.
Oh no, we're gonna get a salty Sim.
How dare you do that?
Well, good morning to you, Sim. Thank you for having me on your show.
Hello, Steve. How's it going?
Very
Sorry about the rogue voice, and the coffee will be ready soon.
No problem. I want to hear the roast, though. I want to hear like I hear it as it goes on.
So good morning, everyone, and good morning, the chat, and you too, Chris.
Oh, how dare you? Well, it's the best for last.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Soul saying to you, Sim, hello, Canada. But yeah, like I was saying, I grew up with like mainstream books like Marvel and DC, Image, stuff like that, and but I would also just find random stuff. So I'd find some indie stuff, but I'm really happy to have found, because I've never had a lot of comedy books outside of like I think I had a couple of the Image parody stuff.
Mhm.
So the kind of comedic parody almost stuff is something that I really like to see now. It's all since I started doing crowdfunding, I've seen so many new and interesting things.
Yeah.
But I really like the artwork.
Oh, thank you. Well, I am nothing without the artist, and the art is done by I hope I'm saying this right, Sergey Domenik. I believe this is his first full-length comic, but he's super talented, And just if you look at that, just like it's brutal and it's disgusting and it's awesome and it's hilarious at the same time. So I really found a good artist with Zombie Day Night, just captured the mood and the atmosphere that I was trying to create.
That was good.
And he created a grandma, hitting zombies with a chancleta, which is awesome. So so he captured that perfectly.
That is amazing.
Yes, I was like, all right, that's gonna be my thumbnail. She's all like, mm.
Yeah. I don't know if it's one of that, but I know that's a Mexican and black thing, and all the kids right now are quivering in their shorts.
That's absolutely
It's
right.
whacking
Yeah,
it.
dude, I know it's a Mexican and it's a black thing, like mainly, and I don't know if it's all Latinos, but I know that my bro's Mexican. We even make jokes of it. I even threw a shoe at one of my kids.
You listen when you see the chancleta come out, like it's just like the goosebumps come up. You're just like, oh shit, like oh no. So, like my grandma, passed away a few years ago, and like this was kind of my like homage to her. I was like, I need to get a grandma in there. I was like, wait, maybe we should have her with the chancleta with nails in it, beating the shit out of zombies. I was like, I would want to see that. Maybe other people would
Did you
want
see
to see
that
that.
video?
And it
That
seems
video.
like it's working.
Did you see that video that turned into a meme where it was a bunch of freaking black guys like in a ghetto or something, like with their guns going, yeah, motherfucker, they're acting like all tough, like we're gonna fuck you up, we're gonna kill you. Look at our fucking guns. And they have a whole bunch of guns. The mom walks in with a chocolate and starts beating the shit out of them. No, mom,
No,
mom.
wait,
And they
no,
drop the
no,
freaking F-16. They have M16 and everything. They drop everything, and she's just freaking throwing shoot. Like,
they all,
I'm telling you, man, it's like that Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy had the joke too, where he's like, when you see the shoe, like it was like a boomerang, like it would just come back around. And like this chancla, this one has nails in it, so it's gonna hurt.
mm-hmm.
yeah, that's like yeah, I seen that video because like they all end up like in a corner, like, oh, mom, no, hey.
Yeah, but there's one thing that people won't tell you. It's that sole used to be in wood before, and it hurts. The bottom of that shoe.
Yeah, we
Like
didn't.
my grandma, yeah, she doesn't know that one too.
Yeah, we didn't have like the sandal type thing. We had my mom had grandma granny, which was a nice thick board that was cut out in the shape of a grandma old lady.
I think
And,
that is even more horrifying. The fact that they call it Grandma Granny.
yeah,
It's like
she's
the grandma of
she's
all
like,
grandmas, and
I
if you're
will get grandma granny.
Dude, she
I
was
was
she
like,
reading
okay.
was she reading Jack Kirby shit?
No.
Grandma
Granny
Granny.
Goodness.
That's so
Like they
funny.
might as well call it Granny Goodness.
Yeah, and then my dad, of course, had the switches. I'll go cut a switch, or he'll make you go cut the switch, and if it's not not sufficient, he will go out and get it twice as long.
That's the worst. Like I just going out to pick out, your comeuppance. Like you know what I mean? Just going to the tree, like, oh, maybe the small one will do. It's like, no, not this one. Those are the bigger ones. Like,
No, that's not sufficient. Oh yeah. Yeah, when I knew I was in trouble, I dreaded it. Uh, oh wow! Wait, yeah, this is like a
I was gonna say,
romantic comedy.
I'll be right back. Coffee's ready. I'm gonna go get it because I want it. Be back.
Alrighty.
yes, I would say this is a romantic comedy because the premise is basically, if you were on what would make a first date more awkward? Zombies, of course, right? Like if you were on a blind date, like on Tinder or Bumble or whatever you're on, or just going out on a blind date from meeting from a friend, what would happen if a zombie invasion broke out? Like, would you stick around? If the date's going well, would you stick around? If the date is going bad, would you just be like, I'm out of here? Like, what would you do? That's basically what Zombie Date Night is all about.
Excuse me.
Bless you. I hope you're not turned into a zombie.
Yeah, yeah, it's happening. We're starting. Oh, zombie trying to eat a mannequin. Yeah, I like the concept. I love the art. Yeah, everything about it just looks nice and solid.
Thank you.
It reminds me in a way of like my first like kind of zombie comedy movie I remember watching was when I was younger. Like pretty young. I watched Brain Dead.
Oh, with Peter Jackson's Brain Dead, right?
Yeah. And oh my gosh, yeah. I used
Still have
when
to
I
see
was
that, but I remember seeing like the art for it and like the like just clips of I think there was a thing inside and it like came out of the guy's head. Like I remember seeing that, but like that's definitely on my list. But like I feel like there was a period of time where it was just all zombie stuff, and then it went away, and then now I think like it's coming back. Like Army of the Dead, they just came out. They just did Resident Evil 8, which was pretty, it seems pretty good. So it seems like now is the time to get back into zombies. But like Walking Dead, I remember was like huge, and then it just kind of stopped. So I'm glad to see that zombies are kind of coming back into the mainstream.
hmm yeah, zombies, vampires, and some of the other like horror monsters all seem to like cycle in and out of the I guess
Yeah.
trends.
What I want to see more of is like slashers. Like I know they had like Freddy Krueger and like Jason. Like I feel like you're leaving money on the table not wanting to have those in theaters anymore.
hmm
Because like a modernized Freddy Krueger now, like with YouTube and TikTok and everything, like maybe that's too big of an idea. Where it's if let's say Freddy is not doesn't have the power, and then like somebody on YouTube is like, I can't sleep, he's doing this, and then like kind of infects everybody with that fear, and then grows even bigger and more powerful. I feel like that could be a very cool story.
hmm Oh, what's Soul hollering at me here about? He says if Chris had the potential to join the undead horde with shifts like his, he'd already be zombie general. yeah, I already feel like a zombie sometimes trying to work the night shift.
They might not even bite you. They just walk past you like, oh hey, what's up? Like, hey,
He's one of us.
yeah.
Hey, that is a good point. So, is there a drawn in tier for this book?
Yes, you can either be a zombie or get killed by zombies.
Oh my!
So the choice is yours. I had a tier that I wanted to bring, since it is zombie date night. I wanted to bring, couples together. So like I had a tier where, and it was the highest tier, and luckily it's sold out now. If people wanted to bring their girlfriend or their best friend or like someone they're fond of into the cover of Zombie Date Night 2, they will be drawn into it. I had 2 spots open for that, and luckily I got two couples that want to be part of it.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a really nice touch. I like that.
And the best thing about Kickstarter is I want to create a community. I want to make sure that people feel included and want to have a good time reading my book. So like if they can get drawn in as a zombie, like that's like as if I was reading that, I'd be like, oh, that's awesome. I want to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of, I don't know. I kind of like Kickstarter. I kind of don't. It's I feel weird about it sometimes. I guess.
Well, it can't
It
be
has its ups and downs.
There's so many projects and there's so many different things. And like for me, I want to make sure I stand out. But some of the other stuff, there's a lot of creative people on there, and you're like, wow, like I didn't even think about that. And then you go into the tiers, and sometimes it's like, wow, like I didn't even think about that. But it just depends on, I guess, your mood or what you're into, or that type of thing. But it's it worked so well for me, so it's been okay.
Me, I personally, the 2 points why I don't really like Kickstarter, it's quite simple. One, that it's just the main point. They don't take money when you freaking purchase the thing. As a backer,
Yeah,
as a creator and a backer, I hate that. Like personally, and the fact that they all have like third parties now to have like they don't
you are absolutely right
the
about that. I mean,
backer kit and this and that, because let's not charge like shipping right away. Let's ask them again later. And you're
I
like,
do wish they would partner with like the USPS and be like, hey, this is what shipping is, immediately, and then when people back,
take the
they
money
do
right
charge
away.
because sometimes I'll forget, and then I'll just
Yeah,
be like, oh, what did I buy? Oh,
because they
this, okay, and
because
then especially if you're running a campaign too, people will take their pledges out right before the campaign ends, and I'm like, did I
yeah,
do something wrong? Is
yeah, but
everything
that's not just it. It's you a lot. Look, there's some people that take their thing out, but most of it, it's dude, it's they collected at the end. So when a lot of people are tight in their money, right? So
yeah.
if they'll go in and they'll back you for $100, And then after a month, they forgot about it. They think it's already passed, and their card, there's only $50 left on that card.
You're like, no.
So it's not gonna pass. There's so many like people that I've knew on Kickstarter that at the end they're all like, yeah, I made it, I barely made it, and then after that there's a refund of like 1,000, and he's still funded.
Oh. Yeah.
And $1,000 that goes away on 3,000 of funding.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is the worst when people back out. And again, I don't want to. I want to make sure that it's everybody. You know, if I hope they're happy with it and everything, not backing out because they're like, well, this looks like it sucks. But yeah, that is a tough thing with Kickstarter. But hopefully, hopefully they do change things, and hopefully they look at what works and what doesn't, and try to fix it.
When you spend all your cash on strippers at Montreal. Oh yeah, that's what all the Americans and all the tourists do, and
then you get the chunklet after that.
Yeah, but that's the thing, it's like the Statue of Liberty and all that shit. When you live there, you don't give a fuck. Like, how many people could you go like, hey, did you go visit that thing in your country? And go, no.
Yeah, I will. I guess so. Like, when you're like, listen, I'm from the Northeast. I've never visited the Statue of Liberty. I would probably visit it if something happened to it. They were like closed it down.
Like, did you ever go to the Niagara Falls? Well, I've been close. You didn't go and see them. Why would I?
Like,
Sol says he thinks Steve would like the Kill Journal. Oh yeah, and there he's posted the link.
Well, maybe the Kill Journal will like Steve.
I hope so. That sounds very. At first, I was like, "Are you guys putting me on your hit list?" Read the list. On our Kill Journal. We're gonna kill him. We're gonna kill him the way that he gets killed in Zombie.
Kill Journal is a cool book. A mix of what was the name? Let's say hack and slash and Borderlands kind of.
Oh, that's cool.
Just to give you an idea visually when you see it, it's kind of like a mix of that. It's hack and slasher.
Yeah, it does have like a slasher kind of style.
I do love hack and slash. I mean, if you look at this art here, it's just like killing zombies. I do love a good hack and slash.
Like, and the hack and slash series was really good in the beginning. Did you ever read that one by Tom Silly?
I'm aware of it. I remember they did a hack and slash like crossover with Chucky, right?
I didn't read that one. I saw it before.
So I got to ask, how did you guys meet? Were you bonded over comics? Are you guys like childhood friends, or did you meet later on?
It's kind of weird.
Was it all those strippers?
No. Dude, he's in the U.S. I'm in Canada.
No, I've never been to a strip club.
We were just around in the comic CG and stuff like that, and he used to watch the streams that I used to do, and we just chatted, and eventually, I touched a conversation about one of the characters being inspired about from my mom that was diagnosed with cancer and passed away not too long ago.
Wow!
And that's when I put that character out, and he reached out to me because his father just got diagnosed with cancer and asked me how I dealt with it, and that's how we became friends, and that's why after all these years, those 2-3 years, we're like brothers.
That's awesome.
He's like my little brother.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's how we met. This is the story of the Morning Roast.
The saga of the Morning Roast.
Yep. And we used to, and the Morning Roast origin is quite simple. Every goddamn morning, we would just chill and go, we probably need to stream something like that in the morning. Nobody's doing morning shows. When we're all hanging here, like me, him, Aaron, every goddamn morning with my coffee, and then we made the joke. Oh, I'm half dead and I'm half awake. We should do a
perfect.
Works out. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I actually got an email from the Kill Journal. Apparently, they're using that. What was it called? The backer kit. Yeah. So I had to go through and fill out this thing. So I had to go through and fill out like the whole thing. I don't think they charged me anything extra, though, at least.
But there's usually they use that to try to sell you something else, to charge you for shipping. And last time there was like, I don't know what it was, but it seemed like they asked you for another charge or something. You didn't have to do nothing. You didn't have like an extra $1 charge or something.
I don't think so. It was $40 pledge level, $40 add-on, $10 shipping, and it says $5 credit remaining. I don't even know what that's about. But yeah, it was giving me an option to buy add-ons and all this stuff. I'm like, I already did my shopping. Why are you offering it again? I don't know. I've never used that backer kit thing. That was the first time I
Yeah.
messed with it.
But I would tell one thing to people on Kickstarter: please charge your goddamn shipping from the get go. Because having a surprise of like, oh, you think you're paying $20 for a book, and then somebody's charging you another $20 for the book out of nowhere. It's annoying. Because and please, now one thing you need to be like, I'll remind everybody, especially since January, and right now they're putting the prices up. Do not forget to do your international papers. Sign them. They all have them every time you do international shipping. Because if you forget, that's extra fees for you or the backer that's waiting for the stuff. And when you put the value of the book, put it below $20. Put the value of the price that it will cost you to replace it. Because otherwise, now in most countries, now when they're international, they get charged taxes. So they
Damn.
could get charged another extra $10 on the other side or something.
Yikes. Yeah, I'll make sure I do that because I do not want anybody internationally to get
Mhm.
in the overcharge. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's like, hey, here's I paid €10 for a book, and then it was $12.50 to pick it up at the post office of taxes and import because Brexit, and they changed those rules in January. So make sure that you do everything.
Brother and also waifu. no, no, we're not going into that. Pale
No,
Rider
no,
isn't
no,
even
no.
here.
Don't even try that one.
And he says, "Yep, Kill Journal uses Backer Kit too. Good thing I already backed 2 Kickstarters, so I know how it works. It's not a deal breaker; it just feels like a way to sell you extra add-ons."
Yep.
And he says, Sim talking about postage segment.
Dude, it's important, and especially it's. I've been seeing more and more people having that bad surprise, like having to pay an extra $12 ship to pick up their book. And I'm sorry, nobody wants to. I
Yeah,
don't think no creator neither wants that. Yeah.
Agreed.
Got a T-shirt you can get as well. Okay.
Yep, that's right. And a poster of a zombie date night, literally.
That reminds me of the classic like zombie stuff. Remember the Cabbage Back Kid thing? There was a
Oh
horror
yeah,
thing.
the garbage pail kids, right?
Yeah. Oh, dude, that reminds me of all those. Remember, there was a phase where they all had that retro type of look of half dead. Everybody was
Were you a
doing it.
collector of Pogs growing up?
Oh gosh, yeah, I had a bunch of
I just remember like the hammerheads, like you would get like the
Yeah.
big Pog that knocked all the other ones over.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't think I ever played Pogs the way it was intended.
Same.
Yeah,
I would just
well,
stack them all up and just throw it at the thing.
Yeah, like I think the kids at my school would take like the really hard and heavy ones and would play knuckles with it or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
We'd sling it at each other's knuckles and stuff, and then whoever bled was like the loser.
I don't know. I don't know how you
Two
call
men
that
enter,
game.
one man leave. Like with
Yeah,
first
like
blood wins.
yeah. So like by the time you're done, everybody's got like all bloodied knuckles and stuff.
Damn. That's how you lived hard in the streets, man. I'm telling you, with the switch and then the knuckles. Grew up in the school of hard knocks.
But
How do you call that game that the old people play? Where you're in a square. There's a little red ball, and you have to throw a metal ball, and the closest one that gets to that red ball.
throw a metal ball at a red ball.
Yeah, it's I'm trying because I just know the French name of it. It's pétanque, and it's something that a lot of old people play, and I think that's the premise of the pong. It's technically you flick the pog, and it's the closest that gets to the center one that
Oh,
wins.
are you talking about
And that's the principle of that game too. It's a big metal ball, and the one that gets the closest to the
Was it like shuffleboard or something like you play in the cruises and stuff where you got to
Yeah.
use that whole thing to push the
It's a
Yeah.
bit like that, but they use it's more like they have a small metal ball and they throw it in a sand pot, and the one that gets closer to the red ball.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
know
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
talking about now, right?
yeah. It's so funny too because the way you explained it, I just thought of something like futuristic, which like there's this metal ball Like, you know, and old people play till they're dead. Like, until one gets hit with it.
Last,
I know.
Dude, my grandma used to play it, and then they had competition and stuff, and some people would have their special ball with their engrave and their damn.
damn, Steve, you're getting pretty dark. You're like when the population's too high.
That's where a lot of my comments
geriatric
come from.
stand.
It's like, hey, this was fucked up.
Play with your metal balls.
It's dodgeball, but there's spikes on it. Everybody. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the same thing with slowpokes. I was like, oh, what's something that looks cute and cuddly that wouldn't kill you? It's like, oh wait, but they will kill you. Like,
here's the new version of dodgeball. If you don't dodge, you die.
There you go. I think that's a good tag. I love that tagline. You don't dodge, you die.
Goes, I don't
That would actually be a good
ball,
comic. Feel like visually, that'd be very interesting too. Just like all the kills with the dodgeball. I think that's
the principle is quite simple. You never know what the power of the ball activates, but when you throw the ball, it could be spice, it could be fire, it could be a dynamite. You don't know.
That's awesome. Actually, I think for PS4, PS5, they just came out with a game, like a dodgeball game, and it's supposed to be really good. I think it's made by EA Sports, and it's supposed to be like the NBA Street type of game where it's not as, it's not as serious. Where like the dodgeballs, like you can kind of move around. So I want to play it because it sounds cool. But I think your way sounds better, where it's you're killing people with dodgeballs.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
Exactly. That would be a great video game. Like I would play that game and I would be a fucking bully at it too. I'd just all the
I'm gonna
rage.
get it. I'm gonna catch it.
I'm already done.
Oh, that was a nuke.
Yeah, that was a new ice ball.
That was a new ball.
Speaking of dodgeball, kind of, there was a there was like an article or something about this owner, like this guy, kept ringing his doorbell, so he trained his dog to drop bricks on them, and he got arrested for it. I was like, damn. I was like, that's super brutal.
Yeah, that's pretty savage. It was like,
I was like, you could just like tell them to go away. It's like, nope, you train the dog. Hey, grab this brick and just drop it from the highest point onto whoever's doing this.
this guy took the whole "get off my lawn" sort of thing to a new level.
I hope Sim doesn't put that in his next books. We never know. Maybe that's gonna be the new competitive sport in the Netverse. Dodgeball.
Extreme dodgeball.
And everybody's like, what do you mean dodgeball, dude? You don't want to fuck with this. And then you set it up, you go, it's just dodgeball.
Murder ball's already taken, but like I feel like extreme dodgeball. I feel like people would watch that. Again, that'd be on ESPN the Ocho, right? Like dodgeball. But that would be hardcore. You'd have grizzled you'd have grizzled people playing this game, like legends of the sport, and they're like missing eyes and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, what happened? I got an ice dodgeball to the eye.
And I need to get Michael Myers to do the voice, because he needs to do that big voice, like, welcome to dodgeball. And when he does, like, you need to die. If you don't dodge, people die. like Dr. Evil.
People.
You die.
People die.
You will die.
And you call the name Dodge or Die. There you go.
There you go. That's better. You better get that trademark. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I would like to see a game like that. Yeah, but like how they had like NFL Blitz and everything, where it was like the over the top, really violent.
That would be so much fun. Yeah. I miss those
futuristic dodgeball.
I wish they would do more of that. Like you don't really see NFL Blitz anymore. Like what was it, baseball? Like I'm like, that's amazing. Yeah. Baseball. Like FIFA, like a fucked up FIFA would be awesome.
I remember I had a hockey game. It was for the original Nintendo.
Oh, was it Mutant League Hockey?
No. This was actually it had like, regular hockey players, and had their names and everything. But like you'd be sitting there, doing your stuff. You had the puck, and if like there was a chance when two people connected that they would just throw their gloves down. And then it would go to like a little fighting kind of mini game. You had your high punch, your middle punch, and then like your groin punch. And you'd have to like sit there and dodge and block and hit each other, and whoever would win would fall over. It was great. I was like, yeah, get him. My goal was just to like clash with everybody. Like, can I wipe out the whole team? It was awesome. I loved it. But I loved Blitz. Blitz was so cool.
Yeah, just because you could just knock the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Too. And after the fact, too, like if they scored on you, you're just like, oh, well, fuck this. I'm just going to knock them out.
Yeah, you just run up, just poof, anyway. I loved it.
Yeah, it's one of the things I thought was funny from the hockey games too, the NFL and NHL. The fact like when I never really was into playing those games, right? But seeing my friends and my brothers just going nuts, and you're like, oh, they fight. I was like, what? That game's so fucking boring. Like I was watching them, right? And I'm like, that's so fucking boring. And then you're like, they're fighting. What the fuck? They're fighting? And like as the game went on, the fighting went from like
it got more intense,
like 2-3 punch in the face type of thing to now you could pull the shirt over the guy, boom, boom. I'm like, dude, this needs to be a fighting game with some ice.
And those are brutal too. Like to get knocked, the teeth get knocked out, and like it's awesome. Like listen, violence I feel like is just universal. Like everybody understands violence, and like I try to use it in my comics. And again, like I don't want violence in real life, just in art and entertainment. But it's like it's universal. People will love to see like over the top blood and guts.
Yeah. I'm like, people, you need to make a game like this now, or it's like you play hockey, you get into a fight, it turns into a Mortal Kombat thing. Mortal Kombat, and it's side scroller fighting game.
I mean, you could take your what is it, your ice skate off and just keep hitting people with the ice skate.
A roundhouse kick with ice skate.
Oh man, that would suck.
Roundhouse.
Yeah. I would much rather see people kind of I don't know, relieve some stress or whatever by playing something a little more violent and everything. I'd rather see it in the fantasy world than in a real life scenario.
Well, there's actually a thing like, so in college, my friend came up with this idea where it's like, all right, when you're mad or something, you go to this, it would be called like a rage room, where you go in there and you just smash it up. And I'm like, that's actually a pretty good idea. Then like 10 years later, people are actually doing that. And I'm like, that's crazy. And especially after pandemic, I'm sure a lot of people could use that after being surrounded by people for such a long time. Like in the pandemic, like I went back to my parents' house and I was like, oh man, I forgot what this was like. It was not fun. It was a rage room. Every day was a rage room.
Yeah,
people need that sometimes just to release some stress.
Yeah, I remember I used to see videos of rage rooms. Like Asian people would go and pay to go in these rooms, and there'd be like lights, bulbs, and all kinds of stuff. They just bash all the things.
I also think that it also explains the rise of the body pillow. The rise of the popularity of the body pillow.
Why are you bringing up body pillows? Are you trying to bring this around to your weird Sugar Crisp body pillow?
You're talking about breaking lights. I'm telling you that there's body pillows, and there's people like putting people's face on body pillows. What do you think they do with them?
If I need to do a zombie date night body pillow, baby, we'll take a look.
You need to body slam. So you want to body slam your boss. You get a body pillow of your boss, and you body slam the thing in your rage room.
That's what he means. I thought I thought he meant to like snuggle with it. I was like, that's
I got your anger on it. It's
Tim, I don't think all those anime guys are doing that to their.
I'm not talking about the anime guys.
Well, there was somebody that married like an anime body pillow or something like that. Like yeah. Mm-hmm. Listen, people are crazy, and I feel like with the way the world is going now, people get even crazier. But the rage room I feel like is a good idea to get that out. But the body pillow, like smashing that shit, like
pillow, yeah. Come on, you can take it out on somebody.
Yeah, people definitely need to find healthy ways to deal with it.
Yes. I don't know how this diverged into this, but I love it.
Like I was just looking
body pillow.
Because I was just looking on Twitter, and there was like this video, someone recording, and it was crazy. Like there was people running it was quite a few people running around. There was a guy, two people had a guy up against a car, and they were just wailing on him, and there was something else going on off to the side. Then next thing you know, a car comes out of nowhere and runs into that spot where the two guys were wailing on him, trying to hit him with the car. And then a little bit, you start hearing gunshots, and
Jesus Christ. Well,
I'm like, what in the world?
Did you see
Oh,
those guys in
nuts.
the UK going at it with swords not too long ago?
Yeah, one had like a
Yeah,
machete and one
yeah.
had like a sword.
Yeah,
but like,
machete and
so,
sword.
so did they pull it out like this, like a duel? Like, you know what I mean? Or did they just have it like?
No. It's full
They
ghetto.
had,
It's
they
full
were like
fucking ghetto.
swinging
Yeah.
at each other, yeah, and trying to hack at each other. One dude had a big old gash down along
Yeah.
his neck
Louise,
and everything. There was like blood all over his face.
You know you're gonna start some shit when you have a sword. When you have a fucking Ginzu sword.
Like somebody
That's
comes at you
terrible.
with a fucking machete. Yeah, it's like the
That's
shit's about to
terrible.
get
Also,
real.
that's not fair. That's not a fair fight. Like, you know, fisticuffs is one thing, but like with a sword, you're just like, what? Why you brought a sword?
Whoa, dude, what's going on here?
It's like, listen, I want to fight, but like, I don't want a sword fight.
I just want to, maybe
I want to
bruises.
I don't mind getting hurt, but I want to survive this.
Let's not.
Yeah.
This is going too far here.
Yeah. It's like, hey man, I just want like maybe a couple bruises. Hey, who knows? Maybe we could get along
Yeah,
afterwards.
I
Go have a
maybe
beer.
I want to
man.
look cool. I don't want to like get my finger chopped off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't want
That's
any
crazy.
permanent damage here. It's not worth it, buddy.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Why do you have a sword?
Like I'd be like, you win.
Guy comes with the sword. Like,
I would-
dude, is that sharp? Like, is that a sharp one? Or is that a blunt one? It's sharp. No.
Yeah, if somebody pulled a sword on you, it'd just be like, listen, yeah, I'm not dealing. This is a new level.
Let me go get my katana.
I remember there would be it was like tech fights. It was just like a weird subculture where people who worked in tech, they would do their own fight club, but they would fight each other with like keyboards and like
That's
it was
That's an actual thing. Yeah.
keyboards and like a hard drive. It's just like, dude, they're just smashing shit out of each other. But it's so funny, just like all these things that just inspire rage and fighting and things like that. It's like always, I guess people just find a different way to fight each other, whether it's swords.
It was one of the. It was whatever. It's where the joke came from, and I remember Wanted, when he breaks that keyboard in the Pratt's face, and it breaks, and then it does little letters on the thing. Because they used to do that, like the Office Space. They used to beat each other with a keyboard.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So in the movie Wanted, he turns around and he smashes Pratt in the face with a keyboard. Cling!
I mean that's very theatrical too, because like all the keys can come out like with the blood.
That's what they did. They comes out and the keyboard made a word. Yeah, it was like "fuck you" or something.
Usually it's
Yeah, I'm all for
And
healthy outlets.
The movie
yes, healthy outlets. This is very an interesting conversation. It's like, well, we started at zombie date night, and then he started talking about like fighting, beating the shit out of each other, and then that went into swords. So
Isn't that what you do to zombie? Let's be honest.
yes, that is what you would do.
I think that's one of the reasons why we love zombies, because we all know that it's like big punching bag walking.
Yeah, you know you're gonna see some crazy shit, and like
You're gonna get to use a sword on someone.
yeah, you always have to have the katana out, or the chainsaw, or like a hammer. Yeah, I always wanted to see a video game because listen, there was Resident Evil, right, where the zombies are running around. I want to be the zombie, and you're beating the shit out of the humans. Like I'm sure that exists somewhere.
Oh yeah.
I want to see that.
There's some. There's one called there was one called like Stubbs the Zombie. There's some indie, like there's never been like a really good like triple A kind of thing. But there's been like there's been a few different indies and stuff like that. There was actually one I just looked at that was like a little indie game where you could do something similar to that.
Cool. I'll have to check it out.
So,
But yeah, I'm the same way. I'm always looking for something that lets you be zombies.
Yeah, because this is like you're running around, you could mess with the horde. Like I just feel like that's something you can do.
okay, we have Tank Ferret that joined us in the chat. We also have Horror Radio. What's up, Richard? Saying hello. What's up, nerds? Soul Iron going likewise. Horror Radio. And we have Logan that joined in. Pale Rider going, hell, everyone. I watched Fight Club the other night. Yep.
Oh, great.
That's
See
a good movie.
what happens.
Have you ever heard?
Now, let's segue back to the zombie book.
Have you ever heard the theory with Fight Club, like the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off, that Ferris Bueller is actually Cameron's like Brad Pitt. Like,
Yeah. I heard people talking about it. Yeah.
because if you look back at that movie, like Sloane is holding hands with Cameron during the parade, and I was like, huh, maybe that's like him really out, what he really wants to be. But Fight Club is excellent.
I've watched it once. I think Fight Club.
I thought you were talking about Ferris Bueller.
I watched
I've only
I
watched
watched it
like
once.
Ferris Bueller once. I was never a big fan of it.
Really?
Nope. We got Hex.
Yeah,
Marinus.
it's true. You're more of his friend type.
What? I don't even remember. That's how long it's been.
He's like, listen, don't talk shit about me right now. He's like, it's too early in the goddamn morning.
He's always talking shit.
Yeah, I remember being a kid, and they're reasoning, like watching that movie, and them going like, "Hey, let's run the car backwards. It'll bring the speedometer backward." And that's not gonna fucking work.
Yeah, that doesn't work. That's definitely like a high school thing. Like you would hear, like
Yeah, yeah.
I remember in high school, this kid wanted to fill up somebody's pool with Jello, and then he put all the stuff, like he put all the stuff into it, and he tried to do it, and it was just like, no, this is just a giant mess. Like, what were you thinking here?
Yeah. Blame it on TV.
Yeah, I blame it on. Well, yeah, there's hijinks, and everybody wants a little hijinks in their life.
But it's like my grandma always says, like, don't forget when you watch movies, there's an old saying, but it's made by the guys from the movie or something like that. It's like good vu. So meanings like, it's a movie guy. So like, when you break glass, it's sugar that they're breaking. If you actually break glass, you would have punched. Yeah, dude, you're in for like 2 nights at the hospital.
Your grandma was very smart. That's pretty good advice.
Sim.
Yeah.
Sim, tell Logan thanks for sharing this stream. And why can't I retweet it? It won't let me. He shared the
because I think he's in protected mode.
Oh, okay.
Like in locked or something. Maybe that's why.
Oh, all right.
Oh, Logan is watching, so he's probably gonna hear you say thank you. Thank you, Logan.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's all he knows. Hex says this is very nice work. Never seen this Steve before.
All right, well, I'm the Steve, which is very nice.
Yeah, right there he is. Look at him.
Very, very nice. Here, that is Steve.
That's Steve.
This
there
is
you go.
Steve. Hashtag Steve. This is the Steve.
And for people who don't know, Logan is Easy Facts. That's my kid, my older boy.
Can't get enough of that Sugar Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar Chris. This is Sugar Chris live.
Since you never got that dot intro, you need to do something like that with the Sugar Chris song.
Well, I blame you.
Welcome to this morning with the Sugar Chris.
Well, you got your coffee.
Me. I told you to let me fucking do it. You'd go, no. I'll take care of it, Sam. I'll take care of it. I'll get the done, Sim. I'm like, dude, I'll take care of it. I'll get it done. You go, no, I will, Sim.
I can't help it. Things happen.
And now it's like, it's not done. I'll blame you, Sim.
Listen, you've got something going here with Morning Roast, where like he's got your coffee and he's got your sugar. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the tagline right there.
And I'm the cream on top.
Cream. Very good.
Cream. Get
Cream.
on top. I love that goddamn song from Prince. Come on.
So say it to me. You can be sure that when Sim worked on putting the new heavy metal red dress Chris design on the merch store, he was thinking of body pillows, at least pillows.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yep, I was, because Johnny Cage and Pale Rider asked me for it. I'm actually thinking of the mouse pad with the boobs. And if I could place the eyes of the bird where the boobs
I love
are.
Sugar Chris shaking my damn head. Shaking my head. He's like, I don't want to hear it.
This is what I got to deal with every
yeah, but it's a good dynamic. You guys are friends. You guys are having fun. You guys are talking comics, which is awesome. Like, it doesn't get any better than that.
Hey, Chris.
What?
Chris.
What?
Share my screen.
No.
Share my screen.
I'm not sharing that. Steve don't need to see it.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. This is the morning roast sugar tarna, and as you can see, it's Chris Juan in a red dress,
Very good.
rocking it.
Very nice. Well, he looks very, very, very good. He looks very nice.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very cool art with the griffin. That's awesome.
That's Bill Ryder that did like a remake of the heavy metal cover.
Yeah.
Remember the heavy metal movie?
Yes.
And he sent me the pencil. So what I did is I did a digital painting with it, and I put his pencils over it. As you can see, this is not just a coloring. I digitally painted that thing. If I
That's awesome. You got the beard in there. You got
Yeah.
the hair whipping back and forth. You did a
we
good
even,
job.
we,
I like it.
we even considered moving that and showing them a little bit of underoos and putting some like remember those boy underoos with the logo on it.
So is he holding on to like is that like a strap or is that like his underwear that he's
No,
pulling?
he has a harness.
Oh, okay. Okay. It looked like he was pulling his underwear. Like I got to show you something. You know
Oh,
what I
that
mean?
could work too.
Like this is my morning roast.
So this
Yeah,
is Sugar
this-
Tarna.
Yeah, they apparently I do a Sailor Moon transformation because I go from like regular Sugar Chris into
Dude,
red dress Chris, and
if
my
you
hair
could-
changes color. I'm
if you
going
would
Super
just-
Saiyan.
Yeah, but if you would leave it in brown, it would just be you in drag. This is becoming somebody else.
Oh, okay.
It's like your She-Ra
This is
transformation.
alter ego. Like this is
Yeah.
your alter ego.
You know,
That's my
one day
superhero
when
persona.
You're doing it, so
You
there's
know-
nothing wrong with that.
when you get to 1,000 sub and you go join that red dress run, right? You're gonna have to do like a film. We're gonna film you turning on yourself. So we'll do the Wonder Woman transformation. I'll do it in After Effects. Like I don't mind. I'll do it for you. Like you start spinning and then you appear with
Then
the
you
red
do.
dress.
Then,
Yeah.
then your alter ego.
Yeah.
Is alive.
Sugar Tarna and win that
Sugar.
race.
All right, we got Horror Radio with us. It's Good Morning Nerds.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning. Who
What's up,
else
Richard?
is in here? Horror Radio wants a sword fight with Soul Ion.
Gotta lose, bro.
We're talking sword fights. I want a real sword fight.
Mr. Pale Rider. Yep. And there, oh, gosh dang it, there's Logan. Hello, Logan. Pale Rider wants to know when will the underoos be available? There is not going to be underoos available, Pale Rider.
If there is, there will.
That's not a bad merch opportunity. Put your show logo, put that logo that you just showed me on some underoos, and you're good.
I know, right?
Johnny Cage says that zombies are the most boring creatures ever, but what the hell do I know?
The
Why be a zombie if you can kill the zombie?
who doesn't want to hear like a babe going, "Let me put on my morning roast on the rose"?
Let's see. Who else? All right, Soul is sharing out the link again.
Cool.
Thank you, sir. If I get my card out. Johnny Cage says, "Aren't you glad Ryder and I every day, Chris?" Oh, yeah. Always dependable. Oh, yeah. I can always count.
Yeah, they're the
on
one
you,
that got the red dress thing going. Okay, I did
Uh.
not help.
Yeah, you made it worse.
No, I did not. What did I do?
Let's
I did
see.
nothing. I did nothing to you.
Once the red dress mug is for sale, Pale Rider will buy
By the
the
dozen,
leather
by the dozen. Just hand them out on the street. Just like, here you go.
Oh, it'll be
Oh,
available
no.
soon.
There's like a mock-up of the underoos on Twitter.
Yes.
All right, back to the zombies.
Back to zombie date. This has been a great conversation though. I go off on tangents constantly, so I apologize in advance.
Now you understand why it's called a morning roast.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
just
this-
Hey, listen,
drinking coffee.
That's how it
you're
works.
getting your first thoughts out of the day. You know what I mean? It's great.
Oh my god! But how many pages is Zombie Date Night?
32.
Okay. And, yes, I get. It drives me nuts trying to
Yeah.
deal with Kickstarter.
Just like scrolling.
Okay, so we got $3 for the digital. Is that right there?
That is correct.
All right. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Usually, I feel like usually they're like 5, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah, I want as many people to read comics as possible. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like when you're growing up as a kid, comics were what, $2.99, like $1.99, you know, and now I see that they're like $5 or $6. Like That's a lot. Like I want to make
And
sure if I'm doing it physical, like to give enough where it
you
is
know what's
that much.
the worst part is that for that $5 now, they give you a 22-page book, right?
Yeah.
No, 24-page book, 12-page of comic, 12-page of advertisement.
Yeah,
And I'm not
that sucks.
fucking kidding.
There are no ads in my comic. Maybe I'll put a red dress ad or something later, but like, there are no ads in my comics. I try to make sure that
Well,
Let me know if you want to put that Tarna in one day.
it was nice having you on, Steve. It's just going to be unfortunate when we're so booked and busy that I can't get you ever back on. I don't, sorry.
that's funny. That's awesome.
No, it's yeah. See, for me, I grew up buying yard sales and flea market comics. So for me, everything was like $1.
Yeah.
So to come, so I came into the back when I came into, I guess, the joined up with found, and I got to finally find other people who shared my love for comics.
Awesome.
Through Twitter and things like that, and started doing crowdfunding and also seeing more modern books. It was like, good gosh, you want how much for a book? You want $5?
So who are some of your favorites growing up?
Oh my gosh, like
This is for
creators.
both, yeah.
Oh man, you're asking wrong. Like I don't remember names
This is
for
Sophie's
creators.
choice.
Like when I was, yeah, I'd have to go back and actually look at creator names.
You know, that's another thing that I liked about this new, indie comics CG movement. It helped unblock that freaking thing where people are now being aware of who's behind the book because they want to remember it now. Because before people didn't care who wrote or drew the goddamn book as much as they just knew the book was done. And the fact that right now people are interested in other IPs than just Batman, Superman.
Yeah, I mean, and I do like Marvel Unlimited and DC Universe and all that stuff now because now you can go back and because before there's just so much, there's so many comics and there's so many great comics out there, but like I don't have when I was a kid, I only had a certain amount of money. I can't pay for all these comics. I have to stick with what I know. So like Spider-Man, I would get like Green Lantern, I would get. Now I can kind of go back and be like, oh wow, this is really cool. Like Thor's cool, or other Hitman was cool. Just other different comics that I remember, but I just didn't get a chance to check out.
Oh, dude, I went nuts when Marvel decided to remember all those back issues of Jack Kirby stuff and the Walt Simonson Thor, and they go, it's hard to find. You're like, okay, I made my peace with it. I'll never read the entire
I'll never
thing.
see it again.
And then not too long ago, here's omnibuses, and I'm
yes,
like, oh
yes,
fuck,
give it to me.
fudge. And I bought
I'll take it. 800 pages. Fuck it. Let's
Yeah,
go. Let's
dude, I
go.
had the Thor one. I had the omnibus of Orion omnibus by Walt Simonson. I had the entire Kirby collection now. Dude, I went nuts. Like it's yeah. And
I mean, they do that too, probably for just like, all right, let's wait, let's make them wait a little bit, and then now, like, let's cash in now.
But it's
you couldn't get it. Now you can get it all.
It's a good and bad thing, like me personally, I'm happy because I've been into that mode where I don't really need to have the floppy. I kind of want to just have the thing.
Yeah.
But it also had an effect on the original. Since they've been reprinting them, you can see the price going down a little bit since the demand is not there as much.
Yeah.
So I think that's why they waited so much to make it available, and that's why they make it a limited run when they do those omnibus. They run out.
Sosa's talking about the creator behind the book. I hope when I get Natverse, I don't hear Sim's nagging voice all the time when reading it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I think you should do what was it, like comic books on tape, but like you just read all the comics to them in your voice.
Yeah, I'll write a note just for you. So it's Sleepy Dish. So
apparently that couch con is starting, Sim.
It's starting.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, that's what I just seen on Twitter, and then it just went. It did that stupid thing where Twitter automatically refreshes or something, and now I can't find it.
Yeah, I should probably go log in and check out.
But no, I read a lot of old books, like 60s, 70s, 80s, and into the 90s. I don't really read anything past that. So like I like I remember I liked Marvel when I remember his name standing out, but I usually paid attention to the titles. Like I liked Metal Men, Doom
Mhm.
Patrol, Justice Society, things like that. Of course, when I was a kid, I liked Spider Man and things of that nature. But I also liked a lot of obscure stuff that a lot of people don't know about that I just found.
That's
Um,
awesome. And
and
that's the
then
best thing about comics is like
Yeah.
anybody could find something years from now that's like, wait, this happened. They're like, wait, this was a
Mhm.
comic that existed, and go back and read it. Like that's the cool
Yeah.
thing about it. That's the staying
One
power, which is awesome.
it's like one of my favorite series. Like it's one of those that most people I grew up like nobody knew about it. Alien Legion.
Yeah,
And
I
still to
remember.
this day, there's a lot of people that don't know shit about it. And
Yeah,
it's dude, it's amazing. It's one of my all time favorites. If you've never read it,
I gotta
Alien
go. I
Legion from
have to go check that out. There it
it
yeah,
is.
used it used to be published by Epic Comic, which used to be the Marvel creator owned thing and not for kids.
Mhm.
So Alien Legion came out of there by Carl Potts and Larry Stroman and a whole bunch of people. Yeah. It's one of my
yeah.
favorite series. I love it.
I seen ads for Alien Legion, but never read it. Um, what else? Like I had a series of books. I'm still trying to find them through yard sales and stuff, like the whole set. And it's from Canada. It's a Canadian book. The creators and everything. It was made up in Canada, and it's like a parody of like storylines from Marvel and DC and stuff. And all the characters are like silly parodies. And as a kid, I loved it. Some reason it sounded funny and fun because it was just it was all ages, kind of kid friendly-ish, humor, slapsticky humor and stuff. So I'm trying to go through and find all of it.
Cool.
Soul says Chris's strawberry shortcake collection is the thing to be on. Yeah, let me tell you. No, sorry, Soul. I do not have a strawberry shortcake collection.
That's
Yes,
in the
you
vault.
did. You showed it to me.
That's in the vault.
No,
Put
it
that
wasn't.
in
It
the
was in the Playboy box.
What?
off.
No, no. That
Oh, that's not that. That's not. Oh, okay.
bringing up the Playboy box. That is not mine. Even that was my father's.
That's not mine. That's not mine. Story of my life. That's not mine.
I
It
swear.
just
I
okay.
swear.
It just happened to be in the strawberry shortcake box. Got it.
There you go. Speaking of strawberry shortcake, so I am the only idiot in the world who got injured at mini golf. Like I was playing mini
What?
golf. I was playing mini golf. I hit a ball someplace, and then I went to go get the ball, and I was like, and somebody was like, "Hey, Steve," and I go, "What?" As I was running, and I did a front flip over a pipe, and I completely like cut up my arms and cut up my arms and legs. So I had to go to I had to go get a Band-Aid or get cleaned up. And so I go there and I go, "Hey, I got injured." And they're like, "What?" And they pulled out this old like medical supply thing, and it was so old that they had like strawberry shortcake Band-Aids. So
Wow.
I was the only idiot that got injured at mini golf.
They got one of
There's
those
like
signs.
nobody's gotten injured here since '65. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, they got like one of those so many days without incident signs.
Yeah,
It's just like thousands a day.
yeah, hi, you got to get the Band-Aid box again.
Gosh dang it. You broke a record. Oh my. So put up the Netverse links for Mr. Sims project. Thank you, Soul.
Well, thank you, thank you.
All right,
It's
all
very
right, Pale.
appreciated.
Let me see what you got. Gosh dang it,
What
Pale
the-
Rider.
That does not sound. That does not sound good.
Please share me daggone underoos.
Oh yeah.
That lines up. That lines up pretty well.
I know, right?
To say.
You would want some, am I right?
Right where the
No, he wouldn't. Nobody would want this.
Yes, we did. Yes, I want some. Come on, you would love to see that girl's face when you undo those pants and she sees that and she goes, "Oh, that's hot. Oh, it has a beard."
I have the
Everybody, I
power.
love the fact that everybody has that reaction. That's why I put the highlights in the hair and not the beard. Like my bro had the same reaction. Hey, that's fucking cool. What? She has a beard?
That's awesome. Good for you.
None of this is good for me.
Shaking my head.
None of this. Not any of this is good for
Oh,
me.
stop it! You're loving it.
Oh, now I gotta go reshare. Let's see. There it is. There it
Oh,
is.
by the way, did you see the cover that Scotsman finished yesterday? The remastering of that cover.
What?
The
No,
Scotsman finished the remastering of the first cover of the Nat the Merc, of the first Nat the Merc story. Did you see it?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That one.
Dang it, Sim.
So that's a 2012 drawing that he re-inked and recolored, and it's looking freaking sweet.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how my hair is in the morning too. For this morning
Sure.
roast. Put it straight up.
All right. And how many pages? I see you got Slowpoke's digital here.
Yep.
How many pages? Oh, it's 20 pages. There it is. Never mind. I was gonna should have read, Chris.
It's all right, no worries. I'm right here to answer all questions.
So $5, that's a pretty good deal. But man, I love physical. I can't pass up physical if I have the opportunity to get it. Digital is nice and it's it's affordable certainly, but
Well, it is physical is $6. So
oh well, geez, that's it. Come on, I might be back in this later.
thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, what's let's see. So that's $6 and $7. We got the podcast night digital edition.
Yes.
What's
So
this?
my girlfriend and my girlfriend helped edit the book. So she is very much, she listens to my crazy ideas. So this would be a podcast of me and her going over the behind the scenes of Zombie Date Night. And you'll probably hear us bicker a little bit too, which is a good, we will not fight with swords though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like you're sending a stream to them
Yeah,
as well
I
as the
record, I
digital
record the
book.
podcast and I do like a behind the scenes and like where references came from, like, a little bit more behind the scenes stuff about it.
Yeah, that could be fun to hear. Yeah. And then a signed copy of the book.
That is $80. No, I'm only kidding. That's not $80.
You want mine, John?
You want my autograph? That's $80.
Cost you. Let's see. Then we have for 25, we have the poster edition. Physical, digital copy. All right, so that gets you the poster as well as the physical and digitals.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how big's the poster?
11 by 17.
All right.
88 by 80. It's
Just
a tapestry.
fills the wall up. Now I'm curious, do you have any physical copies of Slowpokes?
I got to check. I think I have a few left from the original run. I did original 400 print run. And I think I have like maybe 20 left. So if you want one, let me know. I can send it out for you.
And does Kickstarter have add-ons? Like Indiegogo?
I've not used Indiegogo, so I'm not familiar. What add-ons would you think?
Well, like say I pledge here for the shirt edition, right? Then it will go to another screen where I can get like add-ons. So it's like, oh, you can get an extra copy of the book, or you can get I don't know.
No, I did not put add-ons, probably because I just don't know how to use technology.
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure if Kickstarter has add-ons like Indiegogo does. I really like the whole add-on feature for Indiegogo. It allows you to customize your order.
I mean, that would definitely help, because I know people sometimes want more copies or more of this and that. But usually after the Kickstarter, if you want more, catch me before I start printing stuff, I'll gladly get what I need to get.
Okay. All right, let's see. So for $30, you've got the shirt edition. Okay, and what sizes are the shirts? Like what
Any
range?
any size you want. So before the Kickstarter, well, when the Kickstarter ends, I'll be asking for what the size is, and then once I get all the orders, I'll put the orders in, and I guess it'll go up to like I think 3 or 4 XL.
Okay.
Because I know you're gonna get that 4 XL shirt, right?
Well, I got a friend who has a problem where he's a big
Bigger guy.
guy.
Mhm.
He's very broad shouldered and different things. So his sizes are very hard to find.
Gotcha.
He has that problem.
Yeah,
I can go I think up to 4 XL. I think that is the limit.
I'm the same. My kids do wear wide shoulders, so it's really hard to get a suit if it's not measured.
You got to go to the big and tall shop, huh?
Let's just say like my shoulders is big enough that if I buy it like the regular suits, I have to wear a suit of a guy that weighs 400 pounds.
Damn. So does it fill out your shoulders and then everything else is loose, or does it?
Yeah,
well,
that's it. Like it fits the shoulder, but everything else feels like I could fit like 2 more people in it.
God damn it.
I need to get it measured and made, custom made. Yeah.
There was a comedian, Nathan Fielder. He had to go to a wedding and he got the wrong bag, and the bag, and he needed a suit, and there was a suit in it, but it was like 10 times the size of him. So he actually took a picture with the suit while he was at the wedding.
Wow. Soul says injured at mini golf. Steve just is a good fit for the show.
That is me in a nutshell, I guess. Injured at mini golf. I should probably go into it. It's like, before you back this Kickstarter, just know that Steve Urena was in.
This is the type of band you're dealing with.
You know what you're getting.
Wait, let's see. No underwear add-on for you.
If you want to date night underwear, maybe we can work something out.
So I'm not shopping. I'm just getting all the details out here for people who's listening. They want to know these things. I'm sure these are details people need to know. I'm trying to help everybody out. We got Deltaverse. Hello, sir. Haven't seen you around. How you doing? Hope well. Okay. Oh God. God damn it, man. Oh God. Okay, fine. He's not gonna be happy if I don't share this shit.
Listen, the design you made works, I think, on all types of undergarments.
There you go, Sam.
Oh, dude,
Hot
that's
artist.
great. I like this,
It fits well. I'll give him that.
and that would be extremely popular.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would. And you do a special giveaway, and you go, please show us the results.
Oh, hey, Russ. Comic book black belt. Mr. Russ is with us. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
Yay
Breeze,
underwear.
yay underwear.
Oh, hope you're doing well, Russ.
You know what would be better? That they're edible and they taste like sugar.
Well, that'll go with your body pillow that you.
So it's like, ew, is that a girl?
Don't take your fantasies for reality, bro.
Deltaverse says he's doing well. Glad to be awake to be here. Oh, we're glad to have you. About the whole extra person. Oh, Lord.
See, we need to make them available. Just with Pale Rider, you'll probably make a killing.
And of course, the tiers. We've got T-shirt edition. Ain't that the one? Wait, what's?
That is the poster and the T-shirt together.
Oh, okay. It's both. I see now. I get it. Okay, for 40, and then we get to the big boy tiers. We get where you can get killed by a zombie. Now, do we get the option of how we get killed by the zombie?
If you want to mention something, I'll listen, but it depends on the story. I haven't figured out Zombie Date Night 2. But knowing that I got funded, I'm like, all right, then there will be a second one, hopefully, which is awesome. But yeah, if you know what, if you have a preference, I'm open to listening to it to make sure to put it in. But if it doesn't apply to the story, then I will find the most gruesome way possible to kill you.
So would there be the possibility of being killed by the zombies and then being a zombie in the second one then?
So that's get killed by zombies, and then the second one is be a zombie. So, but I could, if you want to do both, I could figure that out. Where you get killed in the beginning, and then later on you show back up.
And then you can get zombified.
You can get zombified with Sugar Chris.
That's tempting.
Yes,
that is tempting. But I've backed so many Drawn in Tears though. So.
Yeah, you're like the
dude. So are there just like tons of comics out there with just your likeness like in the back, like just like this? Like
No. He's the one that dies the most in comics.
Just like
nobody in the comics has bought as many tears to die in books.
What did we last count? Around 25.
Like there was even one that's like, just be a cameo in the book. He looked at him and goes, "Can I die in it?
I want to get killed.
I want to get killed.
I need to be ended." Let's see. It says, "Who tasted like sugar?" Not sure. Hope he watched. Oh God. Chris, the Sean Bean of comics for nothing. That's right. Always getting killed off. That's the way I like it. Oh Lord, yeah.
But then you can take those pages and make an anthology, and it's just like the many deaths of Sugar Chris.
Yeah. Well, I thought about it one day, setting up a story, kind of like where it's like all the different universes of Chris's are getting killed off, and so like
the Spider-Verse, but it's like the Sugarverse.
Yeah, like all the Chris's are being killed, and like maybe some heroes from like the different universes have to come and they like get one of the Chris's, and they have to go around trying to like stop whoever's killing all the Chris's, because if they kill all the Chris's, like the multiverse ceases to exist or something.
There's like Chris like with an eye patch, right? Like the evil one.
Yeah. Like the like stereotypical like evil master.
He's a goatee.
Yeah. You're evil.
You're evil. Yes. Oh my God. You're evil.
How did we not know? The betrayal. He like puts on an eye patch. Oh no, it's been the evil one this whole time.
But you have a good, you have a good one with like eye patch on the right, and the bad one has it on the left side. He just pulls it this way.
He just moves it from one side to the other.
Oh my God! No!
How could we have been wrong? Russ says crazy style in that book. Nice stuff.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm really interested in this book. I like like I said, I like the art. I like the concept.
Cool.
What was something else? Oh, we haven't talked about the characters.
Oh, the characters. So our main characters there, that's Jack and Ginger. So, which is funny because Jack and Ginger is named after a coworker. They have nephews and nieces that are named Jack and Ginger, like the drink. And I always ask, I was like, is that how they were born? from Jack and Ginger. But no, Jack and Ginger. Jack is they're both looking for love. They're both looking to find somebody new, and so they swipe right. They get matched on a dating app called the Eat Your Heart Out app in the story, and they decide to meet up for a first date. And things are a little bit awkward, and then they get more awkward when the zombies show up. Then Abuelita, who is Jack's grandma, she drives him there because he doesn't know how to drive, and of course she's snooping and trying to figure out like what's going on. So she's kind of like tagging along, like trying to spy on them, trying to see if the date is going well. And then that's Blake on the left. That's Jack's best friend, and yeah, And those are the characters,
Okay. And that's cool.
and the zombies, of course.
Yeah, the zombies are characters themselves. Okay.
And it also takes place in a mall, the Superstellar Mall. It is my homage to both Mallrats, being my second comic, and the Dawn of the Dead movies. Because in the second one, they go to the mall.
Yeah.
But hopefully, it is more Dawn of the Dead than Mallrats in terms of success. But we'll see. we'll see what happens.
Have you ever played the Dead Rising games?
Yes, Dead Rising is amazing. I love that game. Just being what I think his name is Frank West or something, Frank something. And you just beat the shit out of zombies in the mall. Like that's all I need to know. You know what I mean? That's all you need to pitch me on that.
Yeah, I just love being able to use all kinds of like random stuff.
Yeah, like a lamp or like like a mannequin. Like I love that game. That game is really good.
The little shopping cart. Yeah. You can knock a zombie into it, and then you're throwing little balls at him and watching him like, oh, hey, what do you stop that?
I just love that they were able to like kind of create that zombie scene where like just everything was going on while you're in the mall, because like that's probably very hard to do.
Yeah, I always liked where they kind of kept like a time frame where things were happening at, all the time throughout the mall, and depending on where you went, that's when you had to go here to save this person, but at the same time, there might also be something going on over there.
Yeah,
that was cool. It says put eye patches on both eyes and see the confusion.
They're double. That's double evil. That's a double evil. That's a double evil Sugar Chris. That's sour Chris, right? Bitter.
Yeah, sour Chris is the evil one. Let's see. A universe without sugar.
That's your tagline. What happens when there's a universe without sugar? You get sour Chris.
Sour Chris is like a sugar who's just lived too long. There's Mo. Hey, Mo. It's always good to see Mo because he never gets to swing around because it's always too early for him. He says they didn't recognize the Sugar Chris in our universe because of the red dress, so it's up to him and him alone to seek redress. Let's see. That's true. Pale Rider would never sell Marvel the Sugar Chris IP.
The Sugar Cinematic Universe, right? The SCU.
There is no Sugar Chris IP. I'm not an intellectual property.
I'm a person. I'm real.
I'm a real boy.
You ever see that thing of the guy who's like, I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm a man. So who's this character who seems to be leading them?
So she owns the movie theater that they go to, and she also has a chainsaw leg. If you look closely.
Oh yeah, I see there. Random. Okay.
Yeah. She wasn't born like that. That'd be great though if it's like her parents were part chainsaw and she grew up to be a chainsaw leg.
Just like, well, just like going to work. And it's like, oh yeah, that's my boss. She has a chainsaw.
That's my boss. She has a chainsaw leg. It's cool. She's good at hacking down the trees.
Hey, Chris.
What?
Hey, Chris.
What?
Share my screen.
What now? What do you want?
Seems like there you go on zombie.
Even zombies like the morning roast.
That's pretty good. That's awesome.
Pale Rider just sent me that.
That's very cool.
That was fitting.
I think that's a good tagline too. You guys got a good amount of taglines you guys can have for even zombies like the morning roast.
Yep.
Let's see. What's the chat say here? 42. Okay. You'll more likely find the Chris IP or some stuff like that. Yeah, no Pale Rider probably. Yeah. Sim already said it. Okay, since that'd be horrible. Can you imagine giving birth to a working chainsaw?
Oh, it's still on. Yeah, that's not good. That would not be great. That would not be fun at all.
You wouldn't the doctor wouldn't have to worry about, cutting the umbilical cord.
No, that you would be able to do. I mean, maybe that's pretty good.
Maybe he does it
No,
himself.
it's like a little, like a little chainsaw, and then it like cuts the umbilical. That's pretty good. That's very good.
Hey, Emma, we need to get Miss McLernan back on. I keep saying that, but we need to. We all love Emma.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Critical Blast with us. It's a Sloth Man.
What's up? I was on their podcast. Very good. Very nice people.
Oh, was you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year, yes.
Awesome. Yeah. Do you have any like maybe images or anything you could share with us from the Sloth book?
Sure. I think if you just Google Steve Urena Slowpokes, you'll probably get the gambit of what I have. Let me see.
Okay.
It might still be on Kickstarter actually. Like if you type in Slowpokes in there, it might be there. All the stuff on there.
All right, let me see. Oh. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll show off some of that Slowpokes so people know what they're getting if they decide to back on that tier. Cool.
It's always funny too because like I forget sometimes, and then like seeing somebody's reaction to this for the first time is always really good. It's always really fun.
Like
That is awesome.
that girl had to be very freaking slow for that slot to get it.
So the thing is, in Slowpokes, the slots are fast, so that's why
Okay.
they get killed easily.
How do they get fast? Is it like genetic manipulation?
Yes, genetic manipulation. Yeah.
They got the speed of a cheetah.
Yeah, exactly.
They're now the ultimate predator. All those videos of people helping like sloths cross the road.
Yeah, just get their
Look at what you've done.
Yeah, it's a trap. So they act all slow. You go help them. They turn around. They slice your throat open.
That's what I always said. I said that life made sloths fast to like save us from how brutal they are. It made them slow. Actually,
Could you imagine? Imagine that they're not really that slow. They're just
they're
pretending.
faking.
They're
playing
just
possum.
pretending. They're like, you guys are.
They're playing possum, which is funny because they would just be playing sloths. That the thing would change.
You guys are so petty, so cute. If we move regular speed, you don't see us.
It's like God created sloths at regular, just normal fast speed. And he's like, oh God, what have I done? There's just like blood all over the earth and everything. He's like, oh, we're gonna fix this.
They're killing everybody.
Now you
So
barely
there's
can
anything
move your
left.
body.
We're slowing you way down, buddy.
Yeah, slow. Putting the meter.
You're being a bit too overzealous, brother.
Like somebody's working on a video game. Oh no, this is horribly unbalanced. No.
We gotta fix this.
Sloths OP.
So saying scientists always have to make a mess with their altering on stuff.
Yes, that is true. Especially with sloths. Like, listen, we gotta mess with them.
It's instead of like Jurassic Park where they had all the raptors, it's just sloths. You just see people like running through tall grasses.
Oh my God, what is it? And it's just like,
yeah.
so there for Slowpokes, there was a theme song. Like I had a friend of mine who made like a song for this, right? So I said to him, "Can you put a sloth noise at the end, kind of like Thriller? Like Thriller had like ah ha, ha, ha. Like with sloths." I was like, "Oh, could you just put like the sloth noise?" He thought I meant to put it throughout the song. So the song's going, it's just all these sloth noises. I was like, no, you gotta put it at the end. I'm like, this is. I don't know if this is adding to this, but I think you need the sloth noise at the end. This one.
Just. I don't know. Have I heard a sloth make noise?
They make like a yeep, like yeep, like they make like that's kind of what the sound is. It's very weird. All of this was very weird for like the research of it. I was like, what do they sound like? Like, what else do they do? It takes them like a week to poop. I found that out. It's just they're very interesting creatures, and now they're gonna kill you.
Just sitting on the toilet for a week. I get it out eventually. Come on.
Dude, everything is fucking slow with them. They're probably aliens.
They are probably alien. That they look very alien-like. They're the aliens. They're just surveying the Earth, and people are just like, they're sloths. They're not doing anything, and then like they come and invade.
Yeah, they were the original Goku. They came here, and that's what happened when they moved the tail. They get really fucking slow.
Why are they fast? No.
Yeah, so they're kind of like the inverse of Superman. Instead of getting great and crazy powers, they get weakened by our sun.
Yeah, the gravity is so heavy for them. It's kind of like,
Damn it, we can't get back to the ship. It's so slow. That's really funny. That's really fucking funny.
Every time we start making progress towards the ship, somebody
the gravity's so hard.
picks us up and carries us across the road.
And then you have the other one. Dude, I've been trying to shit for a week.
I think that's a horror movie too for them. Like they're coming to Earth. What happened?
They're like, oh,
That's
look,
really
we found new life in a nice habitable planet. This is going to be great. And as soon as they hit the system, there's like, what's going on?
Yep. That was a roar before. Yep.
Yeah, and now it's like,
I used
that's
to
really
roar.
funny.
How the mighty have fallen.
We have taken out the sloth race by throwing them on Earth. That's really good.
Let's see. Russ says Slowpokes is a genius title.
Thank you. That's kind of the hard part with these things is making sure that people understand what you're selling them with the title, because like Slowpokes, I was originally going to have it being like the seventh sin or something like that, because sloth is the seventh sin, but then like Slowpokes came to me and like that's a way better title than that, or like slow moving death or like something like that. I had some other titles, but Slowpokes is definitely your winner.
Yeah, it's Slowpokes does convey, the mood.
Yes.
And everything better. I like that shirt.
Okay, sure,
It's like a
Sloth
slap
bursting out of your chest. Yes.
Chris.
What? What do you want?
Share my goddamn screen.
What? There.
I hope it's one of the sloths with the song.
Is someone there in the dark? Oh, you're getting scared. Don't want to be alone. Just trying to survive another street lights. But everywhere you turn, you see those evil eyes.
Evil eyes.
They're on the loose. On the hunt for you. What are you gonna do? Somebody's watching you. Get ready to fight for your life. Somebody's watching you.
Okay, if you go to the end, you can hear the sloth noise.
At the end, around here.
Very, very, very end.
Is there a pickup before?
Sorry?
Is there another pickup? No? Okay, so let's go to the end.
Yeah, just you can go to the end. It's a long song too.
Hold on.
Fight for your.
Did it fade out?
Seems like it.
Did it?
All right, maybe I put the wrong thing up. God damn it! After all these
Don't hear.
Fight for your life. Somebody's watching you.
Yes, that's it.
There you go. Yeah.
So imagine that during the whole song. Like I was just like, what is this?
Oh lordy.
He goes, he's gonna go back. Here comes the YouTube copyright strike. I don't know. It's a
No,
song.
I own the copyright. We're good. That's mine. I helped write that song. We're good. That can
YouTube
be played anywhere.
will help you by copyright striking. They're like, no, we'll help you out. We'll copyright strike it for you. Yeah, but this I always like these little parody things. One of the first times I went to a con was down in Steel City Con in Pittsburgh, and there was some gentlemen there, and they had a book called Waifu Apocalypse, and it was the whole like, basically it was like body pillows that were coming back to like coming to life. And
I mean, that's the best thing is talking about all these like crazy horror movies out there. Like there's one called Deathbed, and it's like a bed that kills you. And it has the father from Boy Meets World in it, and he like puts his hand in the bed. I guess it's like a water bed, and he pulls it out, and it's a skeleton hand. I was
like, I love these kind of ridiculous concepts.
Yeah,
they're so funny and fun.
Comics are the best medium for them because it's like you can make it come to life. You can be as crazy and out there as possible.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
I need to get them on sometime. I need to reach out. I think I reached out to them. I'll have to recheck. We have Mr. Michael T. Hello, sir. He says, "Hail, nerds." We were just checking out Mr. T. We were checking out Slowpoke.
Yeah, we're doing it like a slowpoke. We're getting sidetracked a lot, but we're coming.
That's okay.
We're slowly getting to that end goal, baby.
Yeah, we're slowpoking it, but we're gonna get through it.
Yeah, we were looking at Slowpokes, which is available digitally on
Gumroad.
Let's see, you could also get it on the campaign here for Zombie Date Night. This is the main book that we're looking at.
Is Gumroad any good for selling digital comics? I thought it was just like I just saw people selling like like brushes or stuff in there. I never thought of seeing people selling comics there. Is that any good?
Mr. Steve, I think he's talking to you.
Oh, sorry. Say that again. I thought he was talking.
The Gumroad, is that any good to sell comics? Like, how is that going? Like, I've only seen people selling brushes or.
Oh no, it's not too bad. With Gumroad, it's easy because like you just put the file up, and if people want to get it, they just get it and they can just download it. And it's super easy.
And how much? What's the percentage they take?
Not as much as say like Amazon. Amazon I think takes 50%, and then I think 10% or something like that. It's not as bad compared to some of the other things.
It's probably like Teespring or stuff like that where they take like 20. They take 20. You make but they produce it, but since they produce the thing, where you make a percentage of the sell.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Gumroad is pretty good about it, and for me like. It's just getting the word out about the comic and making sure people can get it, and it's affordable, and that's really what matters to me. And all that sloth money,
sloth money.
Yeah, Michael T says Deathbed, the bed that eats. It's on YouTube.
Yes, that is the one.
Johnny Cage says, "Imagine the potential of the morning roast body pillow in Waifu Apocalypse." I don't want to. Seconds. Actually, there was something I was gonna say. Now I can't remember. Got distracted here. I don't know. But yeah, like I don't know if you just joined us, Mr. Michael T, but I do like the art for this campaign. It looks really nice. And I always like these. Like I said, I like these kind of comedic, almost parody-like comics.
I feel like in comics, horror comedy, there's not as many compared to some of the other things. Mm-hmm. So I always want to see more horror comedy and everything because
it's a very niche.
Mix very well.
Yeah, it's very niche. It's one of the reasons why I came in starting with the horror action thing because I wanted to
Wait.
get that one out of the system, then do the.
Wait a minute.
It's a bit harder to sell horror,
Wait a
or
Oi, he's got her leg.
That's right.
Hey, hey.
That is right.
Oh no.
That
He's
sounded very pirate-like too. He's got her leg.
he's like he just like swipes her leg, starts using. It's like, wait, no, crawling. The zombies mob her because she's too slow. That's cold. It's cold.
What's cold?
Cold as ice. He's like, I'm sorry, I need this. I need to protect myself. You're on your own with one leg now. Savage.
it was the one-leg man.
Soul says Slowpokes is greater than the Sloths in Zoomania.
That's great.
What's Zoomania?
It was that.
It's like a kid's cartoon. It's like a kid's
Yeah.
animated movie, and
And
they have like a bank teller that's a sloth.
And his name is Speedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speedy the sloth. And no, he ain't fast.
I know.
He is not fast.
Yeah, the only thing I know of is was it Zootopia? Because
Mhm.
Trinity likes it.
I think that's what he's talking.
Yeah,
about.
that's what it is. Zootopia.
Oh, okay.
You said Zoomania, but it's Zootopia.
Zoomania. Zoomania is a good title too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, I like this campaign. I'm gonna.
Awesome. I'll take it.
I was
I'm
interested.
waiting for the day where I go on a campaign and an interview and somebody's like, "Listen, we're gonna go through this and how terrible it is." Like,
Just gonna destroy you.
just each tier, just like, what were you thinking here? Sloths? Like, come on, you're killing comics. Like, I would love to just be like, "Oh, well, sorry."
You are single-handedly lowering the standard for the visual written form.
Tier
How
1.
dare you be
bullshit.
funny?
Tier 2. This is crap. Like, I'm waiting.
$3 for digital. How dare you?
How dare you? Yes. You want to kill me as a zombie? Fuck you. Like,
You are insulting me as a customer.
yeah.
No, I say I like the art. I like the concept. It looks like it would be a lot of fun to read.
Awesome.
You
I hope
know?
it is.
And if I just spent a bunch of money at a con and stuff. If not for that, I'd probably get these drawn into here.
No worries. Listen, any amount of support, I'm completely appreciative of. Whether it's $1, whether it's $200, whether it's $5, like just knowing that people want to read my stuff, that's amazing to me.
And
Like,
if you don't back it, you can share it. It also helps a lot.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can get a zombie after you or something. I don't know. Or I'll send the sloths and zombies, or a sloth on top of a zombie.
Backing this book gives you a zombie card for the zombie apocalypse. The zombie will not bite you the first time around if you back this book.
Or the sloths when they finally come up to like medium speed. Like, oh, we figured it out.
It gives you a get out of sloth's way card.
Anytime you just see a sloth, you're like, no, I'm on to you. Well,
I'm on to you, guy.
I ain't helping you cross
I see
nothing.
you. That's awesome.
Some
And
guy
and,
comes
and that's
along.
that's one of the funny things about Slowpoke. Like that was my first comic, and for now people who have read it said they never look at sloths the same. Like that to me is like that's it. That's what I want.
Could you imagine that in 20 years sloths go extinct and the reason is because of your book?
Oh no, I hope not. But I have nothing. I have no material. I can't do Slowpoke's 10 or anything. Like, oh, they're all dead. There's
We
nothing
all
like-
knew they were monsters. We got rid of them before they turned. How did you
Well,
know?
I want
This
to
book
add to
foretold it.
I want to add to like a future Slowpokes is those giant sloths like from prehistoric times. I don't remember what they're called, but like those things walking around would just be horrifying.
Yeah.
Now we know why the meteor wiped all of them out.
It was killing
It
the
was the
sloths.
sloths.
That's what happened.
The universe was like, we cannot allow these things to exist.
No.
It
send
upsets the balance.
Send in the comment.
What? Soul just tell me that Taken is called 96 hours in Germany.
Yeah, he says that Zootopia is called Zoomania in his country.
Oh wow. Well, I guess so. Yeah. What is the point? That's not
Yeah.
like that. You don't need to change it for that.
Zootopia, the furry fans have it.
Somebody trademark that over there. It's like, no,
Yeah.
you can't use Utopia because that is a furry, a furry convention.
Michael T says, "What did the sloth say riding the tortoise's back?" Whee! All right.
So,
Let's
Chris, we're getting close to the 2 hour. It's an
Are
hour
we?
and 40 minutes.
Oh wow, we're past the hour and a half.
Yeah,
aren't we?
it went by freaking fast.
Yeah.
Like a
Time
sloth,
flew.
like a slowpoke.
Like those damn slowpokes.
Those damn slowpokes.
That's what happens. Slow and steady.
Oh,
Slow and steady rips off your face. Yes.
With the precision of a surgeon.
all right. Oh, look at that. He said, Soul says, refresh. I backed the digital double. Oh, shoot.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sweet. And while we're at it, don't forget to sub, like, and share this channel.
Absolutely.
Gosh, dang, it's a little slow on the refresh there. So I guess it's showing it. I don't know. I wasn't paying
it has.
attention. Okay, good. Awesome.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, that means I got to bring out.
Bring
there
out the
she
camera.
is. There she goes.
There's a thumbs up.
This is where it all started.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Come on, you have to admit that the sugar tarna is way better.
Yeah, I gotta make every time we get a backer, I have to make them happy and put my logo as the spicy sugar.
And we never
Yeah.
know.
Spicy sugar.
Maybe we'll be able to replace it by the sugar tarna with the flapping wings.
There's underwear flapping wings. But again, thank you guys for having me on your show. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the support. I love talking with you guys about comics and zombies and violence. It's been a very fun morning.
It's our pleasure. We enjoy meeting new people. That's one of the reasons why we started doing that. And we like to reach out and meet up new people that we never knew or heard of.
Awesome. Well, thank you. It's well appreciated.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll start to wrap it up.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and start with you, Mr. Steve. Your closing statements and whatnot.
All right. Thank you guys for having me on. Please, if you can, back Zombie Date Night on Kickstarter. Make sure to swipe right for Zombie Date Night and get the zombie horror comedy of the summer. Back to you, Sugar Chris.
Where can people find you? On
You can find me on Twitter. Yeah, I should probably do that.
No problem.
You can find me on Twitter at the Steve Urena, Urena, and you can find the comic on Twitter at Zombie Date Night on both Instagram and Twitter.
All right. Mr. Sim.
Don't forget to sub like this channel. 500 gets you 500 sub gets you a chance to winning one original art by yours truly. And when we reach 1,000 sub, he goes to Louisiana, gets in the red dress, and joins the red dress run.
That's awesome.
So don't forget to go back this book. Go back Tales from the Adverse. We're closing out soon. Scotsman just finishing up the last pages, and as soon as that's happening, we're prepping the print file and closing the campaign. I am closing it. So as soon as we're done with the print file and I order the proof, I'm closing the campaign. So get on it right now. For $25, you get an 80-page book, 2 prints, 6 stickers. And if we reach 10K before we go there, I add 2 more prints, which is there's a Simon Bisley in there. So let's get this going. And I'm already working on Tales from an Adverse too. Booyah. And yeah, check out Couch Gun. Supposedly it's this weekend, and I'm in there.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it out. I need to check out. I wanna reach out to Reagan, that Reagan Lodge fella. He's got some nice looking art.
And it's also the CromCon this weekend, ain't it?
I don't know. Probably, I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I am gonna check out that CouchCon. And yeah, I think Pops' CromCon's this week.
I'm not sure if he's doing it this weekend or if it's next weekend, but I think it's this weekend.
I think so. But yeah, I don't even know why I do final words because Sim always says everything I need to say.
That's my job.
That's it. Enough said, right?
Yeah, he takes care of it for me. Oh, Deltaverse says, "Sorry, Sim, it's looking like I can't back you right now. Got some classes to pay for."
Hmm.
Yeah, life,
It happens.
life happens. Yeah,
It happens.
understandable. You know, hopefully you can get your everything paid off and get yourself settled, Deltaverse. But thanks everybody for tuning in and joining us.
Thank you.
And obviously thanks, Mr. Steve, for putting up with us for almost 2
No,
hours.
you guys are a lot of fun. You
And
guys are super nice. Thank you. Thank you
I'm
for
just-
having me.
I'm just gonna add something, Chris. Delta, because he's like, saying the classes to pay. I'm like, don't worry. I'm overprinting a bit, and there's a variant cover campaign coming with the. I'm also planning on doing the black and white because people were asking for it. So a black and white director's cut with extra stuff in the back. So you'll have a chance of getting it.
Yeah, Sim will make
I thought you were going to say, "Oh, don't worry, student loans will be there for you when you."
I don't joke with
Don't
student
worry
loan.
about
I'm still paying mine.
Yeah, those things can really weigh you
It was a
down.
while.
Yeah, when I was 30, I decided that I was going back to school and going to get a degree in 3D animation for movies and video games.
Hmm.
Still paying for it.
Damn. I just paid off my student loans last year. I was like, thank God. I was like, it's over. It's finally over.
Yeah, I never I hated school. So once I graduated, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna go to college because I know me. I'm gonna go there. I'll be there for like a year or two, and then
And
I'll
you're
just say I can't deal with this.
Yeah.
and I want to leave. I'll be miserable. So I'm just not gonna do it. Glad I didn't, because that would have just ended up putting me, with stuff to pay off and everything else.
Yeah. And now you can enjoy yourself, enjoy your mornings with us. Like, it's
That's
awesome.
right. Yeah, it all works out. I don't have some big fancy job, but oh well, I got my job pays my bills. That's all that matters. So says
And
the guy who
what-
sends. Okay.
The guy who sent Blood Hunt to everyone in film got you covered.
He says it's not student loans, just comic courses.
Oh,
Oh,
that's even better. Then take those comic courses.
Dude, hopefully somebody will pick it up, the Blood Hunt thing. Even Robert Rodriguez has it. Hopefully somebody picks it up.
but yeah,
My
thanks.
student loan will be paid. And I'm moving to the US.
But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks everybody in the chat. Thanks for checking out the book with us, and do go check it out if you're interested, and maybe throw some money at it. It's pretty cheap for a physical. It's only $6. That's pretty affordable, pretty easy on the wallet.
And
I'll probably pick me up a physical copy.
you could probably also buy one of those be in the book tier and ask to have like a blonde bombshell with a beard wearing a red dress in it.
And then Steve would say no.
I
He'd say that's a
doubt
terrible
that he
idea.
would, because it's a zombie that would die.
Steve's like, that doesn't fit into my world. I'm
I
sorry.
was
No,
like, oh,
Steve-
make it fit. It just imagine that cover, and then they just put the. the
What I
red
think
dress
Steve
right
would say was like, yeah, no problem. I'll even put Morning Rose on his t-shirt on the dress.
Don't put words in Steve's mouth.
I'm sure he agrees with me. Am I right?
there. I do like the red dress.
There you
part
go.
that you did. There you go. But thank you guys for having me. And I'll, I guess, see you down the line.
Oh, Ryan was
Ryan.
here.
Ryan Wynn just joined in at the last minute.
Yeah, hey Ryan.
Hello and
Oh,
goodbye.
Yep, and goodbye.
Hello.
Later.